So I invite everybody to drop all you're doing. If you have anything in your hand, drop it. If you're tensing up, allow yourself body to relax a little bit and just settle in your chair. Take a couple of breaths, maybe shake a little bit, stretch. Take a deep breath. And just remember, there's no effort needed right now. You can just allow yourself to receive life. Receiving life. So we don't have to control life. We don't have to manage life right now. It's a little holiday from effort and struggle and goals and responsibilities. Now I have the responsibility. You can just be on the receiving end for the time being. Just remind yourself. So I'm saying this because this webinar is called Relaxing into Being. So being is what you are, what I am, and what everything is. Everything is being. Being is presence. This is our nature. And being is relaxed in its very nature. Relaxation is your nature. It's my nature. So we don't need to do anything to relax. We just have to remember who we are, what we are. If I remember who and what I am, then relaxation is already happening. So because we don't remember, we forget who we are, what we are. We go into this doing mode, effort mode. It's a certain activation, like a certain stress energy, like certain tension. I have to do, I have to do. If I stop doing, I will die. So that's a habit. And this I have to do, or if I don't do, I will die, is also our mind is like that. It's like there's a certain speed. Speed is the name of an amphetamine drug. I never tried it, but we're all of us on amphetamine somehow. Like running on adrenaline, actually, and cortisol or whatever. Certain This is the nature of the ego self. It's called ego activity. If the ego activity stops, the ego disappears. So it's ego death. Ego is an activity. It's not a thing. So to stop somehow feels threatening. So nobody wants to be stressed, but nobody wants to disappear either. So if I can choose between stress and disappearing, most people choose stress. So stress is a choice because I'm afraid of disappearing. But this disappearing is appearing as being, as presence. Relaxing into being. It's a non-doing. Zen coaching. Zen means meditation. Zen means non-doing. Meditation is a non-doing. Meditation is the only thing in life which is a non-doing. When you are in non-doing, you are in meditation. And the paradox is non-doing can happen while we're doing something. For instance, I can go for a walk in nature. If my mind is not busy, if I'm just enjoying completely the bird songs, the silence, the trees, then suddenly walking is just happening and I'm just receiving life and I'm not doing it. Walking is simply happening, just like my heart is just beating. So I'm non-doing the walking. So in China, they say Wu Wei, effortless action. Actionless action. So this is, in a way, the essence of Zen coaching. To connect with this place inside where life is unfolding magically and I'm not, my ego self is not doing it. Something bigger is doing. And this is very satisfying. How many know what I'm talking about in your own direct experience? So we know this, most of us. We have this experience. You know what I'm talking about. So in a way, my job as a teacher, as is the job of any meditation teacher or teacher of inner work, is to remind people of what they already know, but tend to forget. So when I speak to your knowing, to your direct experience. Zen, I love Zen Buddhism, because it is about direct experience. It's not about believing in anything. There's nothing to believe. Do you believe in water? Do you believe in sun? Do you believe in oxygen? Of course not. I live in the air. I am made of water. It's nothing to believe in. So this webinar is not really about teaching you something new. It's only a reminder. Zen coaching means meditation. Meditation means non-doing. In the non-doing, there is relaxation. And in this relaxation, there's a falling inwards into my very being. And in that being arises everything I'm looking for in life. Like I'm looking for peace. I'm looking for joy. I'm looking for strength. I'm looking for value. I'm looking for compassion, love. It's all there. I'm made of it. But as when I'm so outer focused, I'm looking for it where it is not. So of course I don't find it. I find it by stopping the looking for it. I find it by stopping to look for it. This is what is said in most spiritual traditions. To stop our habitual effort-based activity, fall into the silence, into the non-doing, and see what appears. Sometimes what appears is some difficult emotions. Those difficult emotions and sensations need to be embraced. If we don't embrace them, then they will function as a closed door to our inner essence qualities. And then we will focus outwards because we want to avoid these uncomfortable feelings. So we want to find peace, love, joy, value, compassion, strength, but we don't want to meet these feelings. But the world, the universe doesn't work like that. So we need to be willing to embrace anything that shows up. That's the difficult part of the inner journey. It's not only easy. You spent 40 years avoiding certain feelings. And then I say, why don't you let yourself feel it instead? What? Do you have some other method I can do? Anything but that, you know? There are 1,000 methods offered everywhere. And people are very attracted to methods that don't require you to feel your painful emotions. But those methods don't do the deep work. So that's in a way, the second essential part of Zen coaching is a constant invitation to let yourself have whatever experience you're having. Experience your experiences. Don't run away from yourself. Even don't run away from your painful feelings. When you run away from your painful feelings, you disconnect from your essence. And you end up living in effort and stress. It's a very simple principle, but it's very hard to live it because we have such an immediate reaction to unpleasant feelings to want to run away from it and fix it. So the coach in the Zen way is somebody who invites you to just be there with the feelings, include, embrace, welcome, let yourself feel it in your body. That's my job. That's 90% of my job as a coach. Just be a constant invitation to let yourself feel what you feel. So what do you feel right now? Check. So not what do you think right now. That's addiction. That's the greatest addiction for the modern human, is to think. We rather think than feel. It's an avoidance of our feelings. Thinking is simply a way to avoid our feelings. So I'm not asking you what do you think. I ask you what do you feel. Means check with your body. And you may feel different things at the same time. Maybe there are some nice feelings and some challenging feelings, different parts of your body. Now then, include all of it. Don't choose. The great way is not difficult for those who have no preferences, who don't choose. If you don't choose, you invite all of it, welcome all of it. Then the magic can happen. The mind is choosing, picking and choosing. Yes, I want to this and I don't want that. And I want that and I don't want this. It's like constant from morning till evening, choosing, picking. Meditation is, I'm open, I'm ready to receive it all. Give it to me. I'm big enough to contain the whole universe, all the polarities. So what do you feel right now? Can you include all of it? That's our task, to learn this in life if we want some inner dimensions to open. It's very simple principle, not complicated. So if you want to share on the chat what you feel, a few words, one word, I can get a sense where you are. Nervous. Deeply grateful. Fragmented. Deep relaxation. Joyful and connected. Tired. Safe and curious. A vibrating, shaking feeling on the inside. A lot of energy and a small headache. I could feel my heart a bit and sense my breath. Happy, calm, curious. So, whatever word you have, go to the physical sensation. What's the physical sensation of curious? What's the physical sensation of calm, of happy, of safe, of tired, of joyful, of fragmented, of nervous? What's the physical sensation? Go there, check. And see if you can simply allow it to be felt without trying to do anything about it. Whatever you feel, go to the physical sensation and see if you can allow it to be there without doing anything with it. Receiving it. Life is so rich, infinitely rich. And we just experience a tiny sliver of it because we're contracting our consciousness and focused on a small, little, tiny bit of it most of the time. We can open. We can let ourselves be completely wide open. And the richness of the universe can expand to infinity and deepen to infinity in any moment. It's already here. The infinite richness of everything is always here. It's not somewhere else. And our consciousness is an incredible, mysterious, magical reality. What happens when you go to the physical sensation and you check if you can let yourself have that experience without doing anything with it? Can I hear something on the chat? So we're going on a journey of experience, not knowledge. We're focused on experience. I'm speaking to your inner knowing, softening, acceptance and letting go. Nice feeling. I yawn. So yawning is a good sign. It means your nervous system is releasing tension. Probably. relaxation. I fall into myself. So now you are experiencing exactly what I've been talking about. So now you have the direct experience. Now it's not just my idea. It's your direct experience. Now, this is a possibility you have in any moment. Any moment in life. Notice there's a lot of thinking. Just witness the thinking. Stop engaging with the thinking. Ask yourself, what's happening in me, right? What do I feel? And then when you identify the feeling, well, what are my physical sensations? Oh. And then you ask, can I allow it? Can I welcome it? Can I just let it be? Oh. No. Well, can I allow the resistance? Ah, yes. So you allow the resistance. You don't try to allow. Then this happens. Nice feeling, relaxation, falling into yourself, acceptance, letting go, softening. What is more valuable than that in life? Anything? You don't need money in the bank to experience this. You don't need to reach your goals to experience this. Any moment of yes to your physical experience is an inner letting go and opening. And once we connect there, we can bring those qualities into action. So we can act in the world. It's not a withdrawing from the world. Then we can act in the world with greater intelligence, greater creativity, greater wisdom, greater compassion, greater efficiency, more meaningfulness. All this comes from the inside out through our actions without planning, thinking. Like this webinar, I have no plan when I begin. All of this is just unfolding.